Hi guys, Richard from the Poke Family here again. Now, as I'm recording this, we are 1 day away from the first round of the new EX raid passes with Deoxys. Now this is super exciting for several reasons. Number one, there are 4 forms and I'm not sure how they're going to deliver this. I've researched and I can't see how they're going to deliver each forms. It could be random at each EX raid, or even random just on the catch, but I feel like they're probably going to release them separately, and they're going to start with the normal form because it makes the most logical sense to me. Now, there are other reasons to be excited about this. Now we can see that the EX system is moving forward. So it won't permanently be the same Pokemon. We might revisit old Pokemon in the future, but there is going to be some changeover, and that's good because it was getting a bit, people were not going to Mewtwo raids because they'd done so many Mewtwo raids that they just had enough. They didn't want to do anymore. Now we've got something entirely new. Now Deoxys is a pure psychic type, guys. Let's talk about how to counter this thing, what kind of moves it's gonna have, all that kind of good stuff. This thing, it doesn't look like it's going to be as dangerous as Mewtwo was. So if you've got counters from Mewtwo all sorted out already, they will quickly switch over to Deoxys and you won't have any problems. Its moveset is less dangerous towards those counters. There are no focus blast on this Pokemon, at least not at the moment in the game file. They could do last minute changes, but I can't see that. Quick moves, Charge Beam and Zen Headbutt. Charge moves, Psycho Boost, which is the unique move for Deoxys, and that, who knows, that could be really dangerous. Until we actually see it in action, who knows, they could change anything in the file right up to the last moment. It could be super dangerous. It's a psychic type move, which normally the counters would be, quite strong against those moves anyway, but you never know, it could be super strong. Thunderbolt and Hyper Beam. So out of those, I would say Thunderbolt is the one that's going to spam DPS at you. It's going to damage you the most, but who knows, this is all new, guys, so hopefully we can crack this, but I don't think it'll be a problem. It's like a weaker version of Mewtwo. Doesn't stop it being cool though. So as far as countering it, the same deal as before. Your best counter by far, head and shoulders above anything else, is Mewtwo himself. You're looking at either Psycho Cut or Confusion depending on your taste for quick move, and Shadow Ball for your charge move. You can't get Shadow Ball on Mewtwo anymore. Mewtwo's in level 5 raids. It's a legacy move, but a lot of people out there have had a few decent Mewtwo's and they've powered them up. It's the best counter, guys. Use it. I mean, it's going to be doing not very effective damage with its psychic type moves, but the Shadow Ball will more than make up for that. Mewtwo's attack is extremely dangerous. It's so high, he's so strong, his other stats are fairly good, they're above average. He's such a great Pokemon. After that, Tyranitar, we knew this one was coming. Bite as a quick move, Crunch as a charge move. He's a staple. He's what I use because I didn't end up with a decent Shadow Ball Mewtwo. I just use lots and lots of Tyranitar. You just cannot go wrong. It's a pseudo legendary. Its stats are amazing. It's a great Pokemon. If you've got good ones, get them powered up. They will be useful for a very long time. And it Mega Evolves, so when that comes around, it's going to be super useful. Gengar with either Shadow Claw, which is a legacy move. Not everybody has access to a Shadow Claw Gengar. It is by far the best quick move, or if you don't have one of those, Hex is fine. It's not as good, but it's still pretty good. And then for a charge move, Shadow Ball. Houndoom with Snarl and Foul Play. Snarl quick move, Foul Play as a charge move. Comes in second behind Tyranitar as far as dark attackers are concerned. I don't really see that there'll be many things that overtake Tyranitar long term, but Houndoom, I've got one, I've got 100%er, I use it, it's in my team, it's a solid choice. Scizor, Fury Cutter with X Scissor, the best bug type in the game, does the most damage, it's pretty good. Probably the lower end of these counters, but there's nothing wrong with using it. It will deal enough damage to make sure that you're contributing to taking the boss down. There are other counters that you could use. You could use Pinsir, for example, or Absol, or another ghost type, maybe Bayonet, things like that, but they really are the lower end. I would probably consider Generalists to be a better option than the lower end counters, but if you don't have anything, lower end counters, you're still going to be contributing. Pinsir, Absol, all that kind of stuff, you're going to be contributing. As far as General is concerned, you've got a lot of options. You've got all the dragons, you've got Rayquaza, Dragonite, Salamence. I would probably consider Sky Attack Moltres to be a pretty good generalist attacker, neutral damage these days. Moltres' attack is really good. It's going to get stab on its flying type moves. It's a pretty good choice. Maybe Kyogre. I might consider using. Things like that, guys. As far as catching Deoxys, you're looking at, without a weather boost, you're looking at 1570 as being your perfect 15, 15, 15, 15 attack, 15 defense, and 15 hit points. Deoxys is 1570. Windy is the weather pattern that you're looking for, and it jumps up to 1963 for a perfect. So it's quite a big jump. It maxes out somewhere around the 2700s. So not quite. I say not quite. By far away behind Mewtwo. But you never know. Psycho Boost might make a huge difference to this. I am assuming that this is going to be the normal form, guys. The other forms do have slightly different moves, but these counters won't really let you down. Some of them might not be as effective if it's one of the other types, but Mewtwo, Tyranitar, Gengar, all those types, and your generalists, a good go-to Pokemon for beating Deoxys. Guys, this is you don't need to be doing much more digging for this Pokemon. What's exciting about this Pokemon is the fact that there's been a changeover. We're going to be getting a brand new Pokemon, a mythical at that, hitting our Pokédex, and it's got 4 forms. So there's quite a lot of hunting involved in this, guys, depending on how they do it. So I'm pretty excited about that. Tomorrow is the first Deoxys raid. Everyone in the Poke family has a raid pass, so we'll be there and we will be filming, and I can't wait. Get your counters ready, guys. It's time to hit Deoxys, and hit Deoxys like we mean it. I'll see you in the next video.